Alright folks, welcome back to Furious Cars. Today we're diving into something that's got a serious throwback vibe but with all the modern firepower you could ask for, the all-new 2026 Ford Thunderbird. Yeah, you heard that right. The legendary name is back, and Ford didn't just bring it back to slap a badge on a bland coupe. Nah, they went all in on style, muscle, and pure American attitude. Let's jump into it. The moment you see this thing, it grabs you. The 2026 Thunderbird isn't trying to be a retro replica, but it pulls just the right amount of design cues from its iconic past. Up front, it's got that long, sculpted hood with power bulges that scream, "Don't mess with me." The front fascia features a wide grille with active shutters and bold LED headlights that taper into the fenders. And yeah, there's a lit-up Thunderbird badge right in the center that lets everyone know what this is. From the side, that classic long hood, short deck proportion is still there, but everything's sharpened up with tight body lines and flush door handles. It rides low, wide, and planted, almost like a muscle car wearing a tailored suit. Out back, the wraparound LED taillights pay homage to the 60s models, and there's a subtle ducktail spoiler integrated into the trunk lid. Dual exhausts. Oh yeah, loud and proud. Now let's talk power, because what's a Thunderbird without some muscle? Under the hood, Ford's offering two options. The standard engine is a 3.5L twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 pushing out around 420 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. But if you really wanna get spicy, the performance trim packs a naturally aspirated 5.0L Coyote V8 making 500+ horses. Rear-wheel drive is standard, with an optional performance all-wheel drive system for those who want grip to match the grunt. Driving this thing, it's a blast. The throttle response is immediate, especially in sport mode. The V8 roars to life with that old-school muscle car soundtrack, but it's controlled and refined, more GT cruiser than raw street racer. The suspension's adaptive, so it'll firm up when you want to attack corners but stays nice and smooth for highway cruising. Steering feels sharp, and the chassis has a nice weight to it. It's got that heavy but balanced Grand Touring feel. Ford also nailed the interior. This isn't some basic plastic heavy cabin, they went upscale. The dashboard is a smooth, flowing layout with soft leather trim, real aluminum accents, and a mix of analog and digital gauges. The infotainment system is a 13.2-inch Sync 5 setup with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium Bang & Olufsen sound system that absolutely bangs. There's also a digital rearview mirror, ambient lighting, and a HUD for your speed and nav directions. Seating is a 2+2 layout, but let's be real, the rear seats are for bags or maybe a dog. The front seats, though. Sculpted buckets with heating, ventilation, and optional massage functions. You feel like you're in something special the moment you slide in. And don't worry, it's not all form, there's still usable trunk space, and a fold-down pass-through for longer items. It's a grand tourer at heart, and Ford made sure it's livable for weekend trips. One thing that impressed me. The tech and safety features. This Thunderbird is loaded: adaptive cruise, lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, collision mitigation, the whole 9 yards. There's even a semi-autonomous highway driving assist, which takes over steering and throttle on long highway drives. You still need to pay attention, of course, but it makes road trips way less tiring. Fuel economy. If you go with the EcoBoost V6, you're looking at around 24 mpg combined, which isn't bad for something this powerful. The V8 will dip closer to 18 mpg, but come on, nobody's buying a V8 Thunderbird for gas savings. It's about the feel, the sound, and the grin it puts on your face every time you hit the throttle. There's also something kind of poetic about this car. In a world that's quickly moving toward electric everything, the Thunderbird comes in with bold gasoline power, rear-wheel drive fun, and zero apologies. It's like Ford is saying, hey, we know the future's electric, but let's enjoy this while we still can. And honestly, I'm here for it. The trims are simple: base, GT, and GTR. The base comes with the V6, leather, digital tech, and all the essentials. The GT brings the V8, performance brakes, adaptive suspension, and sport seats. The GTR adds a more aggressive aero kit, track-tuned suspension, bigger brakes, and even a lightweight carbon roof. It's track-ready but still road-legal and daily drivable. Pricing starts at around $49,000 for the base model. The V8 GT jumps to $58,000, and if you want the full-fat GTR, you're looking at something in the low $70 Ks. Not exactly cheap, but considering what you're getting, a stylish, high-performance coupe with heritage, road presence, and all the modern tech, it's actually a pretty solid deal. So, is the 2026 Thunderbird worth it? If you love cars with character, if you miss the days when driving felt special, and if you want something that stands out in a sea of crossovers and EVs, then yeah, this one hits different. It's not trying to be the fastest or the most tech-loaded or even the most practical. It's about emotion, design, and that old-school cool factor, brought into the 2020s. Would I drive one? Without a doubt. Especially that V8. It just hits the right notes, powerful, smooth, stylish, and a little bit nostalgic. It's the kind of car that makes you take the long way home just because. And for me, that's what it's all about. Alright, that wraps it up for the 2026 Ford Thunderbird. What do you think? Should Ford go all in and make a convertible too? Would you take this over a Challenger, Mustang, or Camaro? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Furious Cars for more reviews like this. Catch you in the next one.